How's it going, guys? So, I cannot believe it's already been 3 months since this phone got released. And a couple of things have changed. Of course, the phone is still as beautiful as ever. I still get so many compliments on this phone on a daily basis. People see this phone and they're just shocked. It's a beautiful phone. I mean, no one can deny that. Anyone that says this is not a beautiful phone, you might not like my color combination and all that, but the phone itself is beautiful, whether you get it from the store or you get it customized. And those new special edition models, I mean, of course I wouldn't get those, but just not my cup of tea. But I think they look good. I mean, um, they all look very, very good, and I can't wait to see what they do for for other holidays and things like that. So couple of things have changed. So now we have marshmallow on the Moto X Pure Edition. If you haven't gotten it yet, I believe on the first it started rolling out. If you haven't gotten it yet, they said that it was for Sprint and Verizon, I believe, and then it wouldn't work for AT&T and T-Mobile. But for some reason, if you just take out your SIM card and check for the update, it should come through. It's been working for a lot of people, so give that a try. So with Marshmallow, I already have a Marshmallow video, so if you want to check that out, the description, I'll put in the link below. And I'm just going to talk about real quick about some other things that I didn't talk about on that video. Doze works like a champ. I mean, the standby time was already pretty good on this, especially compared to last year's model, but Doze has increased that dramatically. I mean, you won't have to worry about this phone if you forget to charge it at night. You will not have to. I'm serious. You just won't, because it will sip battery and it works. Even with active display, it will still work. You can wave over the phone and everything, and it won't wake it up from doze. So that's good to know. I left it there for a couple of days. I would kind of like nudge it and wave over it. It was still working, but it was on doze. So that's nice, because those are low power cores anyway. So a couple of things I wanna. There are two little bugs, but they're not really major bugs at all. This has been the best update so far. At least after Lollipop, my expectations weren't high, because Lollipop was such a mess. With the Moto X 2014 edition with 5.0, I mean, you have to restart that phone probably every day or every 2 days. This phone I probably restart every like 5 to 6 days. You can restart it earlier if you want to, but it's works way better than Lollipop did. So the two little bugs, one of them you might never notice unless you use Novo Launcher. I love Novo Launcher just because you have all these gestures that you can do different things with. So that's pretty nice. One of the gestures, if you just swipe down, it'll expand notifications. But check this out. That slow little animation. So that is actually a bug in Android 6.0. There's nothing they can do about it. You can get it fixed if you have root, but that's about it. The other bug is with the volume. So when you put the volume down or up, that will stay there if you're using Moto Voice. So right now I have Moto Voice turned off. So if I go to my settings and I go to accessibility, Moto Voice, it needs that to work properly. So if I turn it on, check this out. It will stay there for about 30 seconds. I mean, it will go away if you just touch the screen. But if you don't and you just kind of sit there, you have to wait 30 seconds for it to go. So it's not a big bug. It is kind of annoying, but it's really not a deal breaker. So those are the only two bugs that I've seen. Google Play Music, I know when you switch orientations, actually this didn't happen to me in Lollipop either, but for some people, like, the music would skip. That definitely doesn't happen, and I've heard other people say the same, that doesn't happen anymore. And everything's just been working great on Lollipop, honestly. So it's been 3 months. The phone's been out. The phone's still working very well. If your Moto X is running hot, I'd recommend most likely trying to get it replaced, because this is one of the coolest running phones that I've had. But I have heard some people have had theirs running hot, but my phone has been pretty much perfect. It's been working very well since the first day I got it. Haven't had any issues, no notification popping. So if you might want to look out for that. I didn't have that either before Lollipop, and I don't have it now. But essentially, Marshmallow is fixing a lot of the little bugs that were in Lollipop. So everything should be good. Battery life is better. Of course it's gonna be because of those. Camera is really about the same. I didn't really notice too much improvement, but it wasn't bad to begin with. And it's just the phone is just really, it's very smooth. It was smooth before and it's still smooth now. I really have no issues at all with it, and it's a great update. It's great to see Motorola being one of the first to have it. I think LG might have had it for a G4 in certain places, but the biggest rollout so far is with the Moto X, and I'm sure they'll keep it going with the Moto X Play, the G, and the Turbo 2. So if you have any questions about Marshmallow, leave them in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Follow me. All right, so a lot of people have been asking me about this widget. I'll put it in the description below as well. So it's Super by Beard 3. So they have a couple of different apps. I believe it's a paid one. I think I paid about $2 for it. There's a couple of different ones. So actually, for some reason I can't click it anymore. But I'm just gonna put one on the screen real quick so I can show you all the different ones out there. So there you go, Super by Beard 3. And once you click it, you have a ton of options. So they have a couple of different ones that you can pick from. So definitely well worth it. You can go with whichever one you like. And Super widget, Super of course, you get to customize it. So you can change the colors if you want to make it match a certain wallpaper. Like this one comes in 2 different colors here. And then the icon pack is Glim Dark Light. I didn't buy the full version. I might buy it. There's also a Glim Light, so just a different version of that, just with lighter colors. And these are some of the other icons I use. Polycon is the one that I use sometimes to get a little fingerprint on my icon for my app drawer. But yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions about Marshmallow, let me know in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.